మనతో గ్లోబల్ డిజైనర్ అర్చనా కొచ్చార్ ఉన్నారు. సో ఒకసారి ఆ గ్లోబల్ డిజైనర్తో మనం మాట్లాడే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాము. సో మిస్ వరల్డ్ మొత్తానికి కూడా అర్చనా కొచ్చార్ గారే మొత్తం కూడా చూసుకుంటున్నారు. డిజైనింగ్ సంబంధించి 107 కంటెస్టెంట్కి సంబంధించి ఒకసారి తనతో మాట్లాడే ప్రయత్నం చేద్దాం. హలో మ్యామ్.
Hello.
హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
Very good. How are you?
ఐఎమ్ గుడ్, థ్యాంక్ యూ మ్యామ్. You are I mean like designer for many contestants.
Yes.
Like this, I mean in this big event, how are you feeling, ma'am? I mean as we all know that you are a global designer, but in this event, how are you feeling especially?
I'm feeling very, very nice. I'm honored to work with Miss World and with Julia Morley, who's such an inspiration.
Yeah, thank you. In the top model round, I mean, you have selected many fabrics like our Telangana fabrics like Pochampalli and Gollabama.
Yes.
How do you feel about those fabrics?
I have had the opportunity and the pleasure to work with the government of Telangana, and they have introduced me to the villages of the weaving villages of Pochampalli and other places near Pochampalli, and I've had the absolute pleasure to take work with these fabrics and bring them on world stage. So what we have done is we have fused the concept of half sari, which is the concept from Telangana, and with the lehenga concept, which is popularized by Bollywood and by North Indian brides, and with the saris of Telangana. So we have worked with the beautiful saris of double ikat, which look lovely. So I have a sari here to show you all. So these are the double ikat saris that we've got from weaving families in Pochampalli, and it's been such a pleasure to work with these fabrics. I have fused them and draped them along with lehengas. As per the trend reports of 2025, one of the fabrics that's doing very well is a fabric that looks like liquid gold. And here in Telangana, we have been weaving the liquid gold fabric for years and years. So let me show you an example of it. So this is like a liquid gold fabric which they have been weaving. This fabric is so thin that they say this entire sari can fit into a matchbox. So one of the nicknames for it that the weavers call it is also the matchbox saris. This fabric is actually woven with 2 grams of gold and 4 grams of gold. So it is so beautiful and actually looks like liquid gold. Then we have had the opportunity to work with another very beautiful weave of theirs. In India, when we get married, we all believe in wearing gold because we think that gold is auspicious. So imagine wearing a sari which actually has a few grams of gold woven in. I think that is so beautiful, and here weavers in Telangana are actually doing this, and we've had the opportunity to work with these, and we've draped them on top of heavy lehengas, trying to give it a bridal look, trying to promote it for brides of India to wear it along with their gold jewelry on their auspicious day. So it's been an absolute pleasure to work with the weavers of Telangana.
Thank you, ma'am. And how do you incorporate the sustainability in your designs?
We as an organization try to be as sustainable as possible and try to bring our wastage down to as little as possible, and even the fabrics that we use, we try to make the fabrics eco-friendly. So that's how we bring in sustainability.
Yeah. As we all know that in this sector, especially in designer sector, the designers may style very fastly. In this kind of sector, how do you stay along? I mean, in a long way.
I think so. This is I've been doing making clothes for the world for the last 30 years. So this is my 31st year. So I've been doing it forever, and I think if you work very hard and you're passionate about your work, then I think staying in your field is not difficult. Designing is an amazing field, and even for the students and the aspiring fashion designers, I would say this is something that's going to make you learn so much, and it's an amazing life. So I think that it's easy to stay if you work hard. A lot of people think that it's a lot of glamour, but it's beyond glamour. It's a lot of work behind the glamour.
Yes. Could you share a moment or like in a critical situation that you have faced in a past any event? I mean, in a designer's event.
So I think one of the most critical things that we faced was in this event itself. We have designed for all the contestants. So we have designed for 100 and almost 15, 12 contestants, and making so many. So we made 120 clothes. So making like this round that you saw, it had 120 garments. So just the sheer quantity of the garments, making 120 garments and making them look interesting and fit for a Miss World to wear was a challenge, and we worked day and night to make this challenge happen. And while we were doing this challenge, we even tried to not make it monotonous. So we tried to they've divided their contestants into 4 continents, and we tried to make one continent wear traditional wear, then one continent wear anarkalis, which were embellished with motifs from the Chow Mahal palace and the motifs at Charminar. And we embellished all these beautiful anarkalis with pearls. Hyderabad is supposed to be the city of pearls, so all the latkans in our pieces, as far as possible, were pearls. We also embellished a lot of our garments with 92.7 silver coins, on trying to make it very regal. So I think the challenge was in getting so many different looks, because the looks had to be different from each other, otherwise they would look so monotonous. So we tried to make each continent look different, giving them a different flavor, different feel, different color palette. Doing all of these together was a challenge, and I'm so happy that we managed to do it, and it almost felt like an exam which is over now.
Yes. Ma'am, nowadays artificial intelligence going deeper to every sector. Can we see any artificial intelligence in this designer field? Is there any chance?
Yes, I'm sure there is. I have not worked too much with artificial intelligence, so I will let you know very soon once I work with it. But I think AI is creating magic all over the world right now.
Yes. Ma'am, how do you manage the creativity and the commercial success, especially in your designs?
So the most important success is the commercial success, because, and when we talk about even sustainability, one thing that nobody talks about is the first important thing is that you have to be able to pay all your karigars, and their houses have to run, and all your artisans and their houses have to run. So that's one of the biggest thing that you have to do. So that is very important, and then it's followed by creativity. A lot of people forget that, and they think it's only creative, but that doesn't make the next month of your business come in. So yes, you have to balance the two, and with God's grace, I think so far we've balanced the two.
Yes. Ma'am, you are true inspiration to many young designers. What would you give any advice to the young designers?
To all the young designers, I will say designing is such an amazing field. It's given me a wonderful life, and I wish you all the very best in your endeavor to become designers and follow this path of designing and creativity. Another thing that I would like to tell all the designers is that we must understand that there is no substitute to hard work. So glamour is what shows in the front, but there's a lot of hard work behind, which is what is going to make you go to the next step. And the third most important thing is your attitude. So when people say that you wear your clothes every day, but you wear an attitude every day also. And it's very important for that attitude to be humble and grounded, because you deal with so many situations as a designer, and if you're not humble and grounded, you will not get through to the next day.
Yes. Ma'am, when we talk about India, we are like traditional, we wear the traditional dresses. How do you confluence tradition and modern dresses?
I think our fabrics can be very traditional, but our cuts of making them can be modern. So that becomes a fusion of today, and all the people who wear it look like global citizens of the world.
Yes. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much for your great words. సో చూసారు కదా, అర్చన కొచ్చర్ గారు మనతో అన్ని శారీస్ గురించి, డబల్ ఇక్కత్ శారీస్, అలాగే అగ్గిపెట్ట శారీస్ అని అంటారు, మ్యాచ్ బాక్స్ శారీస్, అలాగే అన్ని శారీస్ గురించి కూడా ఎక్స్ప్లెయిన్ చేశారు. మిస్ వరల్డ్ కంటెస్టెంట్స్లో ముఖ్యంగా కూడా ఇలాంటి ఫ్యాబ్రిక్స్ అన్నీ ఉపయోగించి చీరలు, అలాగే రకరకాల డ్రెస్సులను కూడా మేము డిజైన్ చేస్తున్నాము అని అయితే చెప్తున్నారు. సో కెమెరామెన్ రతన్తో దిలీశ్వరి, NTV హైదరాబాద్.